Shaldrassil Pally is definitely one of the best decks in the game right now, so if you want to be hitting easy legend, you need to know how to play with, or at least how to play against this deck. In this video I'm gonna give you a quick guide about it, talk about the mulligans and win rates, as well as what you can expect with it. So if you guys find the video helpful, a like and subscribe would really be appreciated, and don't forget you can hire me for some Hearthstone coaching if you also want to be hitting easy legends. Now let's get into the guide.
You are not prepared!
Here's the variant I used, and there's definitely plenty of different iterations of this deck out there, like so many different amazing variants with little and not so little sample size, so plenty of things to be choosing for. But this one looked like it's real strong in top legend even, so that's why we picked that one. And the main gist of this deck is you basically can swarm the board with the help of Flickering Lightbot and the 8/8 that comes out of it very quickly, like literally as soon as turn 4 you could be dropping a couple of these for 0, and sometimes even with 8/8s I think. You could also be dropping turn 5 sea shanties very easily, and obviously around turn 7, turn 8 you play the Ursol into Shaldrassil 3 times, and that's also pretty broken. We also have some Snapper Lionessa in here, and she can be doubling up a lot of important things for you. But yeah, let's go through the deck and talk about what the cards are supposed to be doing. We have a couple of Ages of Light. They're a nice little holy spell you could be discounting your Flickering Lightbots with, and you also get yourself a Taunt minion on the board. You imbue your hero power, so that's kinda cool. The Divine Brew is another holy spell you could be abusing on both fronts. You could be discounting both the Sea Shanty and your Flickering Lightbots this way. Dragon Scale Armaments are pretty decent. Again, a holy spell that discounts your flickerings, but also you get to actually draw a couple of cards if you manage to play Ages of Light first, because if you do that and you hero power, then this thing is going to be drawing the random dragon you have, which is also going to draw you another card, and you're also drawing a spell from your deck. Life-Saving Aura is a holy spell itself, so it is discounting the free drop, but it's not discounting the Sea Shanty, even though you are kind of casting this on yourself. You're not targeting yourself, so there's that, so it does not discount the Sea Shanties like that. What does discount the Sea Shanty would be the buffs you get out of it, but those are not holy spells themselves, which is kinda weird, but still, would have been a little bit too broken if it was doing that as well. So yeah, be careful what you're discounting with what. In some cases you might actually bait yourself into playing something thinking you're discounting your 8/8s, whereas you're actually not, because yes, these do not have the holy tag in them once you start getting those 1/2s. You have a Righteous Protector in here, which is a pretty nice sticky minion. You definitely are going to be happy getting something on the board so you can start buffing on it. A lot of the time against this deck, if the opponent plays something like this, you are actually going to have to go out of your way to actually remove it from the board, because if you don't, they start buffing it with Hand of Adul, with Divine Brews, with Life Aura, that kind of stuff. So yeah, you definitely don't want to be leaving the opponent with something on the board if you can. Vicious Slither Spear is even harder to be dealt with if it starts getting buffed, because it's going to be a lot of damage out of nowhere. Flash of Light is pretty nice for the card draw, and it's a holy spell, and it's a targeting spell with card draw, so that's pretty cool. Hand of Adul, kind of the same deal. All Manager is pretty good, especially if you actually play it with Lionessa, because that way this becomes 4 damage, which gives you also 4 mana in the form of a couple of coins with Lionessa. But it's not a holy, so there's that, but it is a targeting spell, so there's that too. Like I said, the Flickering Lightbot plus the 8/8, which you could be playing down to 0, are super broken and maybe in for a nerf sooner rather than later. And they definitely help you tempo out a lot better than you're supposed to, and you can be doing some pretty broken things. The Holy Glow Sticks, spoiler alert, this thing doesn't go face anymore. I honestly kind of slept on that nerf, because I never really was a big fan of this deck to begin with. So yeah, this thing doesn't go face anymore, so you're not going to have to wait around with it for Lionessa as much. You still could do it twice on a minion, but it's not doing what it used to. Would have been a little bit too broken if it did now, wouldn't it? Urson Maul pretty strong in here, and it is going to be tethering out your big boys with the Sea Shanties, with the Ursol, with the Shaldrassil, that kind of stuff. We even have Vacation Planning in here, which again is a targeting spell. It's not a holy, which is kind of weird, but it does give you a good amount of card draw, a little bit of healing, some silver hands on the board so you can actually buff something later, all of that stuff. We also have Lionessa. She can be super strong both before and after Shaldrassil. You could be doing broken things like 5 damage AoE twice from the Corrupted Shaldrassil. You could be giving her +5/+5 twice. And obviously you also have all sorts of different other small spells you could be double casting with O Manager, with Hand of a Doll, heck even with the other things. It's kind of pretty busted, but it's no longer OTKing as much, even though with a corrupted Shaldrassil it definitely could. The Shaldrassil you usually always play it corrupted, thanks to Ursol straight up corrupting it and casting it 3 times for you the next 3 turns. So it's pretty broken like that, and it gives you a 2 mana 5 damage to all of the opponent's stuff, especially to Asera. That includes phase 2. You get a 0 mana return a minion. You also get the 2 mana elusive both for the minion and for your hero, so be careful playing that one, because if you're planning on giving yourself Divine Bruise or healing, it would be kind of counterintuitive for you. The 4 mana minion is super thick and very hard to deal with for most. And the +5/+5 is also pretty brutal, because it's basically a +10/+10 with Lynessa, but you don't always need to be playing it with Lynessa. The thing about this Shaldrassil is you are going to need to make room for it over and over again, so you gotta have a good amount of hand management with this one. And lastly, we have the Sea Shanties, which are a lot of stats for very cheap usually, and you could actually drop this down to 2 mana or less, so actually Lynessa casts it twice. Against some opponents, that might be the play. For the matchups, here's what we have. It's a pretty busted deck right now. You should be climbing with ease with it as soon as you get the hang of it. Things like Menagerie Pally might be a little bit too quick for you. Fishing Priest, same situation. And Protoss Rogue apparently is on the negative, but everything else is pretty much 50-50 or very much in your favor, so yeah, it is for a reason a top tier deck right now. For the mulligan, here's what we have. Going first and second, you are going to want to get a good turn 1 minion preferably, or Ages of Light might also work. The life-saving aura is pretty nice, the flickering lights bot, especially if you have a good curve for it. Divine Brew might be worth it, Hand of a Doll if you already have a 1-drop. Dragon Scale might also make sense even though it's not the best, and the rest probably not so much. And on the coin, again, we have plenty of the same stuff. Here I'd say maybe even the Maul might make some sense if you're curving into it. All around the deck is not that expensive, but it is in danger of a nerf, so be careful on that front. And yeah, it's not the most easy deck to just pick up and start winning with, but once you get the hang of it, you're definitely gonna have a pretty good time with it. Hope the guide helped you. Now let's check out some of my games on my road back to top 1000 Legend with it. Hope you enjoy.
Liadrin versus Gul'dan. Your soul shall be mine.
Together we
None of these, I
defend the
guess.
dream.
Not the best. Starship Wheel Lock. Fascinating.
Reporting for duty.
Fascinating.
Dragon fire.
The aura actually does count as cast down character. That's kind of fun.
Reporting for duty.
Dragon fire.
Gonna be burning a top kick. If I do what I'm planning to do, not ideal. I just do this, get this thing discounted. Oh, it didn't get discounted, interesting. Guess you can reborn.
Dragon fire.
I'm gonna be discounting this even further. If he wants to be doing the layover, let him. Not sure if I should be going for Shaldrassil next turn though. We'll see. How's it going, Machowski? Machowski. So good at names, man. Clumsy Stewards? Well, I don't even know, man. I'm not even sure what that means at this point. I'm too afraid to ask. Yeah, that felt uncalled for. Let me go like this. Gonna be able to answer that?
Dragon fire.
Starting the operation.
Yeah. Could be annoying, but it sounds like too much work to have fun with the opponent's stuff. I don't know. Might be an interesting combo. I doubt it's gonna be the best iteration of that kind of deck, but if you feel like a gambling man, you could give it a try, I guess. I could return that back to his shit. Actually, I could if I had it ready, but I don't. Fuck. Yeah, I should have had this thing ready already. Could get rid of it with Lionessa straight up right now. Would be 4-12 damage actually, but still doable. I think I'll do it without Shaldrassil.
The sun shines for you.
Catch you up.
Something like that, I don't know. Damn shame that this is my far right, far left card that is, but I don't think they're running Domino anymore. I don't know, maybe I could have waited for Ursaldir or something. Yeah, they could. They could, but there's not... I mean, Zarimi is a combo deck, sure. Most of it, at least. It's kind of cool. It is kind of cool, but how often is that gonna happen? It's an interesting idea. It's a fun little meme, I'd say. But I doubt it's gonna be top tier. Third boss. Oh, that's full here. How's it going, Serpinski? Doing good, brother? I think I'm going all in. It's gonna be a full clear. Or is it? Guess it is. Lay over. Lay over these nuts.
The light dims, but we fight.
Is there trouble?
Guess this could have been on the board all this time, but it's kind of whatever.
Dragon fire!
Weston. Should have made some room. Should have made some room. Not that we care about the top decks all that much, especially if it's a portal, but still. Hey, how's it going, DJ? You know it, bud. Oh, damn. Roki's in the house. How you doing, Roki? Going in hard with the good old 20. Good old 20 from Roki. Nothing beats the good old 20 from Roki. Many people have tried, they still haven't beaten it. Thank you very much, kind sir. Let's see if today is your day. It might. It might. But, yeah, real awesome stuff.
My hand
Appreciate
is full.
ya. That was the best I could have burned, Sag. Saginus. Not a huge fan of shuffling this thing back. I can tell it that much.
Should I? Is there trouble?
My blood boils for war.
Defeat? Fuck that. Why'd you defeat me, dude? Guess it desynced somehow.
Finally, I can rest in peace.
Fuck. Got 88s like that.
Almost out of time.
What's happening, dude?
I'm almost out of cards. I'm out of cards.
Is there trouble? I'm game.
Would've almost slept on it being able to attack. It's shit.
I grow weary. Out of
I'm almost out of cards.
Did we get him?
I'm out of cards.
He's like, yeah. Okay, that's closer than it should have been, I feel. I have a feeling. But yeah, thanks very much for the 20 subs, Roki.
Liadrin versus Valera.
See it.
Remember my blades. Together we defend.
Snacks for Lucy. She already had a little bit of snacks today, if we gotta be honest, but sure. I guess. I might. Could actually hold on to the glow stick if this guy tempos the shit out of me, but let's not and say we did. How's it going, Mitchell? How you doing? How you doing?
My blood boils for war. Arise, twin shadows.
Look. Yeah.
Arise, twin shadows.
Wow, this guy's very good in the game, dudes. Prep web, no, why don't ya? Look at that, even gets a hero power to go with it. Of course you did. Of course you did. Alrighty then, if that's how you want to do it. Cute. Yeah, always has been.
Rot number 802, welcome to the collection.
Who the fuck runs this shit? There you go. There you go. Yeah, we're talking.
This treasure ain't fit for our pirates.
Might as well do this.
Now this is treasure.
Okay. Could have been worse. Well, some do, but yeah, for the most part, they try hard. For the most part. Next turn he does 2 mana, 2 damage AoE, 5 damage that is. Ew. If I use this right now, I could Ursock next or Soul next turn, but I still don't have Shaldrassil, so fuck that.
Should
Nah.
I?
You're close. Next turn I might have to resort to some Sun Snapper bullshit. I kinda rather not, though. We know he has the elusive. We don't know what that is. The 8/8. Couple other cards, so nothing too fancy.
Should I?
Could kill it with this and that. I guess that ought to do it. Actually, no. It's not a holy spell, so fuck that. Maybe I Temple Lionessa then?
Should I?
I'll Temple Lionessa.
The sun sun shines for me.
Turn. I don't need too much against this guy. Sure. Of course. Still, as long as he doesn't heal, he dead.
Is there trouble?
Dragon fire!
Got him. Oh, good. He dead. He dead. Cool. Cool. Okay, let's try a little more. So yeah, wild is where I usually do my achievement hunting, where I really don't care about my win rate.
Together
At least I
we
used to do it.
defend the dream.
Okay, these could be pretty broken. I think I'm gonna actually hold a whole lot like this. Turn one this, turn two that, unless I top deck even more. Playable one drop. Holy spells. Now there's a holy. I got another one like these. Would be amazing. Would be both a 0. Come on. Bitch. This stupid bitch. Yeah, exactly. Maharashi gets it. Just do like this and like that. He was gonna be able to kill the 6-4 LS, but it is what it is. Yes, sorry to hear, bud. It's the best of us. Oh shit. This guy's been facing too many of this shit, huh? Well, at least I have this.
Dragon fire!
This slows me down big time.
Blood boils for
Kind of
war.
built against me. I think I'll just ignore it. Okay, we are happy. Happy, happy, happy.
My blood boils for war.
We're getting the same holy, huh?
My blood boils for war.
Yeah. Imagine losing this one even with a resistance aura. To be fair, he was starting second, so there's that, but still, felt wrong. Felt wrong.
Liadrin versus Uther. Your judgment begins.
Together we defend the dream.
Something like this. Sounds a bit right.
My blood boils for war.
Not a big fan of that.
The light dims, but we fight.
My blood boils.
Guess I should have done it the other way around, but it doesn't really matter much. I'm doing this so we make sure we have something on the boards. Next turn we can do this plus that, perhaps.
My blood boils for war.
Cool. Hoo-hoo. Oh. That's not ideal. That's not ideal at all. Can still clear though. Still will though. Seemed like he really needed that to stick. Be a damn shame if something were to happen to it. Ooh, he's healing. Thanks for being here, guys. Really appreciate the turnaround today, even after the disconnect. Might want to give my new giveaway a check. Fresh out the oven. Would be awesome if you guys hop on and join. The water's great. I'll actually do this silly hero power nonsense for the sake of cycling, and next turn maybe hand of a doll in. Hopefully. No weapon, por favor.
It's time to raise
Okay.
the stakes.
There you go. That helps.
Dragon fire.
To battle. Starting the operation.
The light dims, but we fight.
Mildly annoying. person pasture real soon. So next turn we're gonna be doing somebody's shanty. His sea shanty is nowhere near.
To
I'll
battle.
kill this still for the sake of him not getting bigger, better, man, but it's kind of dumb. But to be fair, he does have healing over there, so probably wouldn't have mattered much anyway. Okay, so next turn I can do this, drop this down to 4. So I can't. Well, we're in danger.
The sun shines
Oh fuck.
for you.
Oh fuck, put it back. Fuck. What was the point of that, bruh? Could have given yourself better divine shields and shit. Buy a coin or soul might be worth. Buy a coin Lionessa, that might be interesting. I'm a coin or soul and pray. Shit. 23 damage showing. I think it's one off if he has 2 of these. I don't remember. Yeah, he does have 2 of those, so. He has 5 mana to figure out 1 damage basically. And there's the lethal. Actually, it's still 1 off. Is he gonna find it?
Must move quickly.
Has 5 mana with the coins. Yeah, apparently we live. I think he drew up 5 5s. Okay, let's fucking go.
The sun shines
nice if I can play this as well. Well, doing this, but minus alive, kinda shitty. Couldn't kill us last turn. Can he do it this turn? Oh, both the brews are out, so that helps.
Behold.
What'd you get there, buddy? One Shaldrassil, is that you?
Rise and let balance restore.
GG. Behold. Those are things.
The victory is
Okay, that was closer than it should have been now, wasn't it? Quite the butt clencher, that one. A proper knee slapper. Proper knee slapper. Cool. Cool. Yeah, deck is definitely not super easy to pilot well. God knows it took me a few games to get rolling with it, but once you get the hang of it, that was what? 1000 spots nice and quick. Not bad at all. Okay, we'll be right back.